Okay, we're on to quadrilaterals. So we've done lines and angles and triangles and angles. We're on to quadrilaterals. So a four-sided shape with straight lines is a quadrilateral. Alright, so the first thing I want you to do, remember this is the double, so there's a bit of notes that I want you to take down. I want you to take down the properties of the following. So a parallelogram, a rectangle, a rhombus and a square. And know that in a parallelogram, obviously opposite sides are equal and parallel, but opposite angles are also equal. In a rectangle, you've got your four 90-degree angles, and opposite sides are obviously equal and parallel. In a rhombus, you have your opposite sides are equal, and you have your opposite angles are equal. Okay? Sorry, opposite sides are all equal. I mean, opposite sides are parallel, and the opposite angles are equal. A square, again, you know what a square is, but just to make sure that you know and be able to differentiate, especially with the opposite angles in terms of parallelograms and rhombus. Then angles in a quadrilateral obviously add up to 360. So when there's 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4 should add up to 360. Again, take that down. And then diagonals. When you draw a diagonal through squares, rectangles, parallelogram, rhombus, what happens? Which angles are equal? Which lengths are equal? And so on. So if you could take down that and then this yellow box. So you've got 4 things to take down. You've got this box, this down the bottom here, this, and then this there. But these go together, so 3 really. And then I'm going to do an example, and then I'm going to get you to try. Again, please, if you're unsure about any of them, please ask. Okay, so the example, it gives you a parallelogram. Does it call? Yeah, it calls it a parallelogram. So we know if it's a parallelogram that the sides, this side is parallel to this side is parallel to this side. Okay, and we know that's equal that, that's equal that. But it's talking about angles, so I don't think the sides are going to be necessary, the lengths. So find BCD. BCD, so BCD. Okay, BCD. In the book, which I've left out, this is one I was just about to say we don't have enough information for that, but that's in the question. Okay, so BCD is just 115. Sorry, I'll do it in a different color pen so we'll be able to differentiate what's given to us and what's we found out. 115 degrees. Because it's opposite this one, and if we go back to what we've just taken down, opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal, so 115. So if they asked you why that is, you could say opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. If they asked you why, opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. ABD, ABD, this angle in here. Now because it's a parallelogram, these two lines are parallel, and angles in parallel lines, we have this, and I've done it in red pen, so I'll continue in red pen. We have this Z shape. So ABD is equal to 28 degrees. It's an alternate angle. So that is 28 degrees. Next, ADC. 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 Okay, so ADC, we're looking for this angle here, this whole angle here. Okay, from here to here. ADC. And if you can see, these are parallel lines, so this angle and this angle are interior. You can see, I'll do it in green actually. You can see that there's a sort of a C shape. Those two angles should add up to 180. So we can do 180 degrees minus 115 equals 65 degrees, and that is interior angles equal 180. Another way you could have done that, you could have added these two to get 230, taken them away from 360, that gives us 130, and then divided by 2, and those two, that angle there would be half of that angle, so we divide 130 by 2, 65. So either way, There's more than one way to do these a lot of the time. And finally DBC, so this angle in here, and that's a nice one. If we have these two and we're looking for this, we add 28 degrees plus 115 degrees is equal to 143 degrees, and then we do 180 minus 143, it's 37. And again, if you found another way to do that, that's absolutely fine as well. Alright. Well, you could have literally done 65, take away 28, that's another way you could have done it. Alright, so there's more than one way to do these. There's a number of questions I'm going to give you. If you have any questions, as usual, please ask.